Hi everyone, my name is Katie and I work for the UK leading career specialist company howtobecome.com. Welcome to my video entitled How to Manage Exam Stress. Now this video will include some of the top tips to improve your exam strategies in order to improve your exam scores. So make sure during this video you have a pen and a piece of paper and jot down the information that I'm about to tell you, okay? And don't forget, for more of my exam strategies and methods, please subscribe to the channel for free and hit the exam playlist, okay? Right, let's begin. How to manage exam stress. Exam stress is one of the biggest result killers around. Not only does it have a negative impact on results, but it can also hurt children's health. Physical symptoms such as headaches, nausea, and even panic attacks are all commonly related to exam stress. The ugly side of exams. So skipping meals. Exam stress can sometimes take away your appetite. Skipping meals is an extremely common side effect. Whether you just don't feel that you have the time or you aren't hungry, it's never good to skip meals. Food helps your brain, so you'll be doing yourself more harm than good in the long run. Lack of sleep. So are you one of those who suffers with a lack of sleep? Well, you aren't alone. 2 out of 3 students with exams on the horizon are in the same boat as you are. Whether your nerves are keeping you up at night, you are sacrificing sleep for a revision, or your brain just won't shut off, this is one of the biggest health and result killers out there. Arguments. One of the most common reasons that exams are so stressful is that students don't want to let their parents down. This leads to pressure, arguments, and difficulty at home, as students begin to blame their parents for what they are going through. Procrastination. This easily is the most common side effect of exam stress, and sometimes it doesn't even happen when you are stressed. We all procrastinate from time to time, but when you are procrastinating, this is a big sign that you aren't quite dealing with the pressure. Loneliness. It's worth pointing out that exam revision can be extremely lonely. Yes, it can be a group activity, but the actual learning has to be done by yourself. With this in mind, it's common for students to feel isolated from friends or family, and sometimes they might not feel that other people understand what they're going through. So how to manage exam stress? Of course, you and your child are bound to be feeling all kinds of nerves and stress leading up to that all-important exam. There is nothing wrong with being nervous, but what is important is how you manage your nerves so they don't get the better of you. In this video, I want to ensure that both parents and their children are fully ready for the stressful time of examinations. I'm going to detail some of the key tips to help you manage exam stress and prepare you for any exam. Now, some of these tips may seem relatively obvious, but you will be amazed by how many people fail to follow these simple yet effective guidelines. So number 1, look out for signs that your child is stressed. Irritable and negative behaviour, sleep deprivation, lack of concentration and reduced eating habits, headaches and stomach pains are all signs of being stressed. If you see these in your child, you need to offer support and comfort to your child by reassuring them not to worry about the exam. Noticing signs of stress will allow you to improve their situation and provide help where possible. Exam tip number 2 is to seek help. In order to reduce the stress you or your child may be feeling, you should sit down with them whilst they're revising and offer your ongoing support. Knowing that you are there will really help your child prepare effectively for the exam. Tip number 3 is keeping things calm. Don't add to the pressures that your child will be feeling. Keep the home environment relaxed and positive. Avoid criticising your child. You want to be encouraging as possible. So make sure they know you're proud of them, whatever the outcome is. Tip number 4 is to reward your child. Encourage your child with small treats throughout their revision process and once the exam is over. Celebrate with your child by showing how proud you are of them. Tip number 5 is to create a revision timetable. Your child will work best if they know when they should be revising. Of course, you need to make the time for some free time too. Remember, children's attention span is a lot less than yours or mine, and therefore you need to consider this when creating a revision timetable. Generally, 30 to 50 minutes of revision is long enough for children to revise. Any longer than this and your child may start to lose concentration and focus. Tip number 6 is to talk about things. If your child is worried about something, encourage them to talk about it. Keeping their concerns to themselves will not benefit anyone. Children generally prosper from talking about things on their mind. This will not only allow them to get things off their chest, but will allow you to come up with some solutions to help ease their exam pressures. Tip number 7 is exercising. For exams, it's important that your child remains energetic and exercises regularly. Not only will this keep them physically fit, but it's proven to help mental states of mind and ease stress and nerves. Make sure your child spends some time out in the garden kicking a football around, walking the dog, riding their bikes, or whatever activities kids get up to these days. Tip number 8 is to do not do a post-mortem of the exam. So after the exam, it's important that your child does not do a post-mortem. In other words, encourage them to forget about the exam. There's no point in your child stressing over what they did or did not write. Tip number 9 is relaxation techniques. It might be a good idea to teach your child a few simple relaxation methods. This will greatly reduce the stress and they might be feeling leading up to their exam. So why not encourage your child to relax in a warm bubble bath? Give them time to practice a few breathing exercises to ensure they control their nerves. Tip number 10 is there is always light at the end of the tunnel. So make sure your child knows that it doesn't end with exams. There is life after exams, so it's important that your child knows how proud you are of them. Exam times are intense and your child will undoubtedly be feeling all kinds of pressures, and it's your job to ease their pressures. The exam is not all or nothing. There are great opportunities for children whether they pass or fail this assessment, so make sure your child knows this. Tip number 11 is to take a break. It's important that you take regular breaks while managing your revision. This will help to reduce stress and allow you to focus to the best of your ability. And tip 12, take a warm bath, listen to calm music and put your mind at ease. So taking a warm bath is a great way to relieve your stress. Soak up in bubbles and listen to some of your favourite music. This will allow you to feel calm and relaxed, thus taking your mind off of exams and revision. Another great way to relax is to get a good night's sleep. Okay, that's it from me on how to manage your exam stress. Hopefully you've picked up a few key points that you might not have been following prior to this video. Some of them obviously are quite obvious, so you may be doing them already without even realising. But if you do have any further questions or you've got some exam strategies that you would like to share with everyone else, then please feel free to leave a comment on this video and I'll personally get back to you as soon as I can with my responses. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it is free and you will be kept regularly updated with all of our upcoming videos on exams. Thanks for watching and I wish you all the very best in your exams.